Hey there. Welcome back to my channel. I am Gina, aka Skin Cocaine, and this is a knitting vlog podcast, and thank you for joining me. I live in the Blueridge Mountains of Virginia with my husband, 2 children, a dog, 2 cats, and now 2 birds. So we're growing as a family. Anywho, it is now, let's see, what's the date? The date is, what is the date? Dave, what's the date? 29th,
29th, I think.
30th.
29th.
29th.
No, 28th. No.
Oh my gosh,
29th.
we are
29th.
pathetic. Today is the 30th.
Oh, really?
Yeah, today's the 30th. Okay. I hope you all are doing well. I do not have any finished objects to show you. I've had a lot going on personally. You know, in the summer the kids are home and just a lot going on. I bought a house, some rental property, and I've kind of been trying to figure out what to do with that. I just went to yell at my children. Okay, I don't have any finished objects, but I do have some things I'm working on, and I want to show you those. So we'll start with, let's see, current whips. I'll start with the least impressive or the least amount done, and that is my bright sweater. Nothing has happened with this bright sweater. I basically have not.
Total silence for the next 30 minutes.
I'm working on the Mountain Mist sweater by, well, I didn't really tell you. Okay. God, so hot. And it's air conditioning in here. Anyway. I'm doing the Mountain Mist sweater by Tin Can Knits. This is a top-down worsted weight. I'm doing it out of my wonton worsted. And just to clarify, it's not wonton worsted, as in like the wontons, like a cookie. Shoot, my brain is really gone. I'm going to give you an example of, I put these press-on nails on and now I can't. Wonton means, wonton is sexually unrestrained or having many casual sexual relationships. A sexually unrestrained woman, which I think is really funny because you would never call a man sexually lawless or unrestrained. You only say that about lewd behavior. I mean, it's a woman is typically, anyway, that's the name of my worsted. It is not wonton, like a dumpling. Okay, like wonton soup. There we go. Okay. So here it is. I did kits. Click the link below and you can get yourself one. I did this top color is chambray. The next color is my denim. The next color is Blueridge. And the next color after that is Deep in the Woods. And Deep in the Woods is this really pretty green color. It has flecks of yellows and browns and blacks, sort of like the way the woods would be. I did 5 for the ribbing, and I did 8 for the rest of the sweater. I'm doing a size small. When I make kits up, to keep the price low, and also because, like, for instance, that Blueridge color and the denim color, you don't actually use very much of it. So I made half skeins in the kit so that you're not left with a lot of the color. It's a top-down raglan. I wish you could see how beautiful. I hope you can see how beautiful this green color is. I don't know if you can, but it is really, really beautiful. I am enjoying it so far. It's very quick. I may have done this top part in like a day. I am using helical knitting for the body, so I'm alternating between 2 skeins so that I don't have a very strong dividing line between the skeins. And yeah, I really like it. And I had to have a Blue Ridge Mountains sweater. I mean, since I live in the Blue Ridge Mountains, right? I had to have it. So I'm working away with that. I may wear that to Rhinebeck. I'm not sure. And then I'm also, and I was really hoping I would have this done today because this is really quick. I think I started this about 3 days ago. This is Look at My Holes by James Watts. And I'm working on the first sleeve. And I'll see if I can put it on actually and see what it looks like. Let's see. I'm gonna try. I liked the idea of, instead of having to bring a wrap to dinner, like when I go out to dinner with my friends, I like the idea of wearing a really skimpy little sundress, but then having something that I could put over it. And oh, there's no way you can tell what this is going to look like. No way. I'm sorry. This is the wrong dress to be wearing this, but you can get the idea with the sleeves. Yeah, you can't tell. I'm using my camel base. It's camel and silk. And I have skeins of this down below. There's a link down below. This is actually 1 skein so far. I'm doing the small, but I still have this much left for the second skein. I mean, second sleeve. What can I say? There's no short rows. I may end up making a black one of these. I just know this isn't going to be the last time that I make one of these. I did a size 9 for the body, US 9, and I'm using 5s for the sleeves and, I mean, the trims, the neck and the sleeve. So I highly recommend this for like a fun summer project. It's really, really cute. I love it. Excuse me. And then, what else am I doing here? I'm doing the sous vide simple stripe sweater. Yeah, it does look like it's for a child. Why do you ask? Tee-hee. Now, Leslie, with a friend to knit with, she also finished her sweater using this palette, but she took this pink out and this blue out of her sweater. I chose to keep it in just because I felt like I needed to have all the colors in it. But when I look at it, it's just like, oh, hello, pink skein. It's very bright, but I still like it. Leslie started with the blue and went that way, and I, of course, am doing the pink and going this way. I did the extra small just because superwash grows. I'm using a size, I believe these are 5s. And I'm using my Perfect palette. Pastels. No, these are fours. I'm using fours for the sweater. Look how pretty my increases are. Aren't those pretty? My yarn's going to be on the Yarnbird truck during Cake-a-Palooza for Rhinebeck, and I'm going to probably send all of these samples. So you'll be able to see this in person. You'll be able to try it on if you want on the Yarnbird's truck. Yeah. All right, let's talk about what I have been watching. I've been watching Jimmy Savile, which was a pedophile who the whole nation loved over in Britain. It's on Netflix. If I had watched this show before I had children, I probably would have never dropped my kids off at daycare. I probably would have never handed my children over to anybody. This show will make you not trust another adult for the rest of your life when it comes to pedophilia. Oh my God. Watch that. We're also watching, I think it's called Somebody Feed Phil. Phil is the guy who wrote Everybody Loves Raymond. And he's really cute and he's really charming. And he's like, well, I think when Anthony Bourdain died, I believe that everyone, I think different TV shows or whatever, networks or whatever, trying to find a replacement for Anthony Bourdain. And there are a lot of people like Stanley Tucci that's doing like a show. And who's that guy that curses all the time? Hell's Kitchen guy. You know who I mean. He has one where he's traveling all over the world eating food and stuff. I watched all of them, but Phil is the one that I truly like. He'll say, okay, I'm going to South Korea, or I'm heading to Portland, Oregon, or whatever. And I'm like, nah, okay, I don't really want to live there or go there. I mean, it looks cool and everything. But as soon as he, I've watched his show on that area, I'm obsessed with the area, want to move there, want to eat all the food there. I also want to marry Phil, but it looks like he's happily married, and I'm happily married, but there's something about his personality. He's like the opposite of Anthony Bourdain in that he is so happy. He loves everyone. You know, when Anthony was walking around and he was miserable and you could tell he was really depressed and melancholic and all of that, Phil is the opposite. He's like, I know I have a great life. I love everyone. This is the best thing ever. I'm having the best time. And it's infectious. It makes you so happy to watch him because he's so effervescent and charming and loving. And it's so much better. It's so good. So I would watch that. We also watched like the Abercrombie and Fitch, Victoria's Secret, Wexner, the whole, the Limited and Victoria's Secret and Bath and Body Works and all of those. And he was having an affair with Epstein. But I mean, it's just, you got to watch that too, because I will never shop in those stores again. It's just, it's just all about sex for men, isn't it? Anyway. Okay, so that's what I'm watching, have been watching. So now what I'm going to do is we have this Summer of Stripes knit along going on, and you posted your projects on Instagram with the hashtag Summer of Stripes, and I am going to pick 5 Instagram handles and give away 5 prizes. Ready? Okay. All right, I'm going to start picking, I'm going to pick some prizes for the Summer of Stripes KAL with Leslie Friend. I'm going to pick some names. I went into Instagram and there were 119 posts that were tagged there. So I did a random number generator and picked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 names. So here we go. I'm gonna go through each one. So our first winner is Stitch by Nene. Stitch by Nene. You're gonna get a baby grand in hot sock. It's gonna be 2,000 yards in London fog. Okay, so Stitch by Nene, can you email me here? Send me your shipping information and I'll ship it out to you. Okay, next, Steph's Knit Life. Steph's Knit Life, you have won 2 skeins of alpaca from an alpaca farm here in the New River Valley in Virginia. So you get 2 skeins of this. So there you go. Steph's Knit Life. There you are. Email me. Congratulations. Okay, who's next? Yarn Love Turtle. Yarn Love Turtle, you're getting PJ Party in the Sexy Slub and the Surrey Cloud. This is a perfect pairing. Okay, Yarn Love Turtle. Congrats. Okay, Karina B26. You're getting another baby grand. This is a DK. This is my color Daffodil. This is 1,600 yards of Delish DK, which is a superwash merino and nylon. Isn't that pretty? Okay. Karina B26, congratulations. Hope you make something gorgeous. And then we've got Erin Crochet PA. Erin Crochet PA, you've won hot air balloon on my Huga Light. So it's got like 30 different colors and it's really soft and fun. It's like a zebra pattern when you knit it. Pretty. Love it. Okay, so those are the winners for this so far in the knit along. If you have not posted a striped thing and you haven't taken part in the stripe along yet, it's not too late. The end of September, we're going to do another round of giveaways and your odds are really good. Now Leslie's going to pick the next round, but yeah, we've got some bag makers too that want to donate some bags too, some project bags. So it's a lot of good stuff coming. So join the knit along. You just have to knit something striped and do the hashtag Summer of Stripes KAL and tag your pictures with the hashtag and enter to win. We'd love to have you join us. Okay, I believe that's it. Let me see if there's any life stuff. Like I said, I bought a house. It was the craziest thing I have ever experienced. It was the strangest day. Do I even go into it? It was like, I heard there was an auction for a house down the street. And my mother knocked on the door and she's like, you want to come with me to the auction? And I'm like, yeah, I'll walk down there. So I walked down there and there were a few people standing outside the front of this house and there was the auctioneer had the microphone and he was like, 300, 300, whatever they say, And he said, 3:15, do I hear 3:15? And someone said, yes, you know, whatever, hand up, whatever. And you're supposed to be pre-approved for auctions, so this was really strange. Then he said 3:20, 3:20. Anybody say 3:20, 3:20? And my mother turns to me and she goes, don't you want this house? And I was like, I mean, it's a nice house and everything. Yeah, I guess, because I was thinking about buying some rental property. It's in Blacksburg. You know, there's a housing shortage where we are because they keep adding more students. So I said, yeah, sure, okay. And so I said, yeah, 3:20, 3:20, okay. And the auctioneer, I was like, 3:20, 3:20, anyone 3:25, 3:25? No one. So guess what? I won the auction. So this seemed kind of dark. This is kind of dark in here. Let's see if I can make it lighter in here. Yeah. Is that better? Anyway, turns out I have a house now. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do to it. How much do I want to upgrade it? Do I want to make it bougie? Or do I just want to rent it as is? I don't know. It's an interesting house. I grew up, I had a babysitter that lived in that house when I was a little kid. And I remember one day she put me in a little playroom off of her bedroom. And she's like, I want you to hear something. And she put on the Carpenters, and I heard the Carpenters for the first time. So if that tells you how long ago it was, the Carpenters had just come out with their first album. Now, in my defense, I was a child, so it wasn't, you know, I'm not that old, and I remember thinking, wow, that woman has the most incredible voice I've ever heard. So I do have a personal connection to that house, and I like it. So I'm glad to have it. If anybody wants to rent it, let me know. It's a 4-bedroom right down the street from me. We can be neighbors. Okay. Well, it was all business today. Not a lot of just sitting and reflecting, but it'd been so long I really needed to get these contest winners named, and I will try to come back sooner than later because I do have some other things I want to talk about with you. So maybe I'll have one of these 4 sweaters done. Definitely this one's going to be done. So tell me what you've been working on and comment below what projects you're working on now. Do you have Rhinebeck sort of planned out? Are you going to make a sweater for Rhinebeck? And if so, what is it going to be? I'd love to hear it. I may do the new Andrea Mallory one, or I was thinking maybe this one. I was also thinking about going around and asking everybody what sweater they were wearing at Rhinebeck. Since I doubt Christy Glass is going to be doing her Rhinebeck sweater, I might go ahead and just ask people what they're wearing for a podcast. Might do that. Anyway, just comment below and tell me what you're knitting. I really want to know so I can be enabled more. And if you want a prize from me today, make sure you email me at scancocaneyarn@gmail.com so I can get that out to you. Okay? All right. Missed you guys. Take care. Stay cool. Bye.